matchup of unbeatens between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Again, they'll run with Sayers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. And you rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to win the final Super Bowl game.
Head to the line, facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on second down. Vick readies to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Finding space at the 40.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Vick to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect what they were out there, right?
And it's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give. It's Sayers between the tackles. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting up points on the ground.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Vick. It's complete. It's Sproles. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw, Warner. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going to try and throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Falcons at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Warner. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Warner. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Vick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Up the middle, they run with Gale Sayers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
In motion, Gronkowski. Vick now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. He'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try the right side with Bush. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field right there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend on, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Vick. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Vick. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Here's a give now to Sayers. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try and pound it in with Sayers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for the Indian offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
18 Rebels.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the star troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Tucker with the extra point. That slices the lead down to 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because you're playing the old momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust. And that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second and 9, Vick. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. So the completion good for 70. Third and just a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Now here's Vick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On the give, this is Sayers. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there. It also brings up third down.
Getting a sense of the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Vick. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's caught. Smith.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run up the middle with Bush. They find some open field here.
And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Running right, here's Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Owens.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Bush trying the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception.
Sproles lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon team. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
On play action, they'll throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This is Bush. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. That throw by Vick incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Sayers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a give, running left, it's Sayers. And he's got room. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Bears 31, Falcons 27.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle. To break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bush.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the run, it's Bush. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
They'll run it with Bush.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down at 6.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taking the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Vick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And he's throwing the football today. Almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Michael Vick. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Bears 25, Falcons 34.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And they take a knee.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 35-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2?